Hey, what's up guys, Dopes930 here, back with the second part of my video tutorial on how to get your CPU key, RGH, and dual NAND your slim console on the current dashboard 2013. In part 2 we're going to be glitching, reset glitch hacking our Xbox 360. In the last part 1, we got our CPU key. Now, originally, I was going to be using the CR3 Pro for this, and I wasn't able to get the CR3 Pro working, so I decided, it was too complicated to use for this tutorial for you guys. So then I ordered the CR Rev C, which is the older version, which I've used tons of and works great. But actually, a new type of reset glitch hack chip or reset glitch hack style was released just like in the past 24 hours. I just saw this now, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you guys. And what this does is it allows you to flash your DGX that you've installed into your Slim and gotten your CPU key with, and you can actually use your DGX as a glitch chip. So it like turns it into a cool runner, and the timings on it are actually amazing. I'm getting boot timings now in the first 2 to 3 glitches on my Trinity motherboard, and that's with very little tweaking whatsoever. So anyways guys, let's go ahead and get started here. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our Cool Runner programming cable that you'll need. If you don't have one, you can pick one up. I'll put a link in the description. And the wires that would typically plug in to program the Cool Runner, there is none for the DGX 1.1S. The 1.0 should have it, and you can just plug it in. But if you have the 1.1S like me, you're going to have to cut the wires and actually solder them onto the points yourself, because there's no easy plug and play solution. So if you have the 1.0, then you can just plug in the wires, plug in the actual plug-in, and you can skip this part right here, because this part's just going to be showing you guys how to solder those wires onto the spots to program the actual DGX with the new files. Alright guys, so here I have for you 2 different images that I found that will show you where to solder the wires onto the DGX and which wires to solder where. Now, if you have, again, the DGX version 1.0, you simply plug and play. You don't need to solder these wires. And in this video tutorial, I didn't actually record the microphone while I was soldering, so it's just going to be music playing in the background. So if you don't need to see me soldering the wires on, feel free to just jump ahead to the next part, guys. Now, for those of you that are following along and actually do want to know what I am doing with the soldering, it's same as if you watched my first DGX video. What I do is originally I cut the wires, or cut the actual plug off of the Cool Runner programmer. Then I tin, after I remove a little bit of the covering on the wire, so the wire is exposed. I tin the wire just by putting a little bit of solder on it. Then I apply flux to the DGX, and I go ahead and install the wires like that. I don't actually tin the points on the DGX, I just solder them on. So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing in the video, that's what I'm doing. Alright guys, now that you have finished soldering those just 6 wires to the actual DGX chip, we're ready to go over to the computer and take off all the stuff on the computer. So before we do that, just make sure you go ahead and plug in the programmer end into your Nandex, and plug in the Nandex via USB to your PC. Alright guys, so now before we continue, we're going to need to get the files we're going to be using for this new DGX conversion reset glitch hack. And in order to get those, I'll link you guys over to the Team Executors news page that they posted these download files on. There's two different downloads. One contains the Corona timing files, the .xsvf files, and a couple other files, but you won't be needing those. And the second download will contain the Trinity XSVF files. Now there's 3 of each of these files because some people get better results with the different timings. So you can kind of try those out, and whichever one works best you'll stick with. But for now, just make sure you download those files and keep them, unzip them and put them somewhere you know where they are. Alright guys, so the rest of this is going to be really simple. All we're going to do is we're going to go into our JRunner and go under the Advanced tab on the top. Click on Custom NAND/CR Functions, and you're going to go ahead and click the XSVF option, which is on the bottom of the command little box. And then you click the little browse button under file name, and you're going to browse to wherever you saved those XSVF files. There'll be 3 for Corona, 3 for Trinity. Again, any of the ones you use for your Corona should work fine. Any of the ones you use for your Trinity should also work fine. The only reason why there's 3 different ones is because some of them will have better timing with glitching. Like some will take maybe 3 glitches to boot, while the other one will take consistently 10 glitches. So if you care about optimizing your glitching, then you mess with it until you find the best one that works for you. So once you do that, you guys should see in the bottom left, it'll say Cool Runner flashed, which it'll only take a few seconds. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to create the actual hacked dash image that we're going to flash over to the motherboard. So you want to go over to the XE build options, make sure you have the latest dash version. You want to make sure glitch is selected, and for RGH, under the little drop down arrow, make sure you select RGH2 for the Slim console. Then under source file, you want to make sure that you have your original NAND loaded in there, and it should automatically pull up your CPU key. If you followed my tutorial and actually recovered it with the DGX, it should have the CPU key saved automatically in there. And now once you've done that, all you got to do is go ahead and click Create Image. It should only take a few seconds. It's very fast to create the image. Now before you click Write NAND, you want to make sure that you have the power cable plugged into your Xbox Slim but not turned on. You want to make sure your console is not turned on while you're writing the NAND, but it does need to have power running through it. So go ahead and do that. Click Write NAND, and once you're done with that, guys, you should have hopefully a reset glitched Xbox 360. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you guys that it does actually work for, I guess, proof of concept, and also a little bit of me just being excited that I was able to get it working and it was not difficult at all. So anyways, this is my Trinity motherboard glitching. Again, this is right after I was able to do it, so this is before I actually messed around with those 3 different Trinity timing files and got the fastest one. It is booting a lot faster now, but as you guys can see, it does glitch like a glitch chip. It boots up just fine and everything is working great. It's on the latest dashboard, and that's really it, guys. So again, once you are done with the writing the hack dash to the NAND, you are done, and you can desolder those wires you soldered if you have the DGX version 1.1 Slim, or if you want, like I said, you can try those other different files and see if you can get better timing if that's what you desire. So either way, it's your choice. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm really excited. This is a cool thing that was released, and makes it really simple for you guys, because I mean, you don't have to worry about removing the DGX and installing a new Cool Runner and potentially, you know, damaging one of those fragile pads on the bottom of the motherboard. Instead, you can just leave your soldering in place and flash the DGX, which is really not hard to do at all. So thanks for watching, guys. I got my demon, so I'm going to be doing the 3rd part, which is the dual NAND part of it. I'll be doing this, and hopefully in the next day or 2 here. Just depends on how much free time I have. So thanks for watching, guys, as always. And if you liked, please thumbs up and subscribe for more. Peace, guys. How sick. Oh, there it is. Holy shit. So sick, dude. That's a lot easier to record. That's mad proof.